being someone that was homeless in California, and you look at, how large the homeless gap compared to people who are actually having somewhere to sleep. It's like, man, like, what is it do you feel about California? What is it about that state? Why people go through that as much as they do there compared to anywhere else? Because, wealth wise, they say, like, if they made California its own country, it would be like the seventh richest country in the world.
Right.
So I'm wondering, like, why is homelessness so huge in California?
I think that probably is why, because of the wealth is so high there. So you don't have any middle ground.
Okay.
Very rich or you're poor.
Okay.
So like the middle is nowhere in California. Like when we came to Georgia, we're like, there's a middle. This is nice. Because in California, like, it's like you're gonna, even if you're making that $100,000 a year, you're still in a two-bedroom apartment in the ghetto somewhere because you don't have enough to afford a home. Because even if you could buy the house, you can't afford the yearly property taxes. So with me, I was homeless quite a few times when I was younger, but then when I was in college, I ended up in the same boat. And so I slept actually in my car from my last 2 years of college, because I was determined. I said, you know what? I didn't want to graduate with a whole bunch of student debt, but I still wanted to graduate. So I lost the place where I was living. The actual homeowner wanted to sell the house that we were renting.
Wow.
So down to that, I didn't have anywhere to go. So it was either go home or stay in school. So I just roughed it out, kept working, kept going to school. And in the interim, unfortunately, I got pregnant. So I had my son 2 weeks after I graduated from college. So it was rough, but it's totally shaped me into who I am. I don't take no for an answer.
Gotcha.
I just don't stop.
Huh.
So you were actually even pregnant and homeless?
Yes, in my car.
How was that? Like, how was your day-to-day, like, the things you went through personally, how you felt? What did you have to do? How can you share that with us?
Definitely. It was really hard because especially in that age range, like between 20 and 25, you tell someone you're pregnant and you're like the plague. So I didn't really have a lot of friends. Like, nobody really wanted to be around me because they're like, oh, she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And, you can't be next to her because we don't want to get pregnant.
Right.
So so it was really hard in that aspect, being that age and not having anyone that, like, I could just rely on or go to. And thank God, because he was there the whole time. I had left a job because I wasn't being treated right. And so I just prayed to God, please give me another job. And the next day, this older woman, I was getting lunch at this little silo on campus. This older woman was like, are you Shawnee? I don't even know how she knew me, but she knew me from someone else I used to work with, and was like, yeah, she told me that you're looking for a job and I have a manager position open if you want it. And then, and so I was like, what? And so she gave me the job, and then come to find out in this facility on the campus, the whole top layer was all like couches and like lounge area. So since I didn't have a place to live, she would let me go up there when they opened at 3 a.m. So at 6, I could go up there and at least sleep, and there was a shower in there, so she would let me shower in there.
Wow.
So she actually helped me a lot because, of course, I was pregnant and a woman, and she was a woman. So she was like, you know what? I'm going to help you. I don't care if I get in trouble, but I'm going to help you, get through this. And her, I don't think I could have made it through my last 2 years of school, but she totally helped me. Yeah. So she was my refuge when it came to being able to talk to someone, because she was older and she was struggling. Like, I got to go to her house and they were really surviving, but they were surviving, and they had God and they had love. Like, I used to watch her and her husband just talk to each other, and they were so cute because of the love that just kept encouraging me. Just, you will find that, just keep the love inside of you, and it'll just, spread to others. And so that's what kept me going that whole time.
So you got like sent a personal angel.
Yes.
I got this.
Yes.
And that's powerful. You got me with chills right now.
I definitely, you hit it right on the head, Toya. People like that, I consider that's like an angel on 2 feet. I feel like we have those walking amongst us, whether we realize it or not. And I always wonder if people who are angels even know if they are, because some people, I think they might not even realize that that's their purpose, that they were sent here just for other people. You know what I'm saying?
I think people are used without knowing it.
Yeah.
Even if it's for a moment.
Yes.
God can put something in every single person and literally just use you, and you don't even know. You don't know why you started helping them. You don't even know how you ended up there. And that's how I look at it. I mean, I just feel like that happens. And that's a story to prove that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Facts.
Wow.
So you got to put me up on game as far as like what model vehicle is the type of vehicle that can serve as a dorm and a study hall for a pregnant college student.
Okay, you're gonna totally laugh because my story does not get any better. I had bought a Volkswagen Jetta.
Okay.
And it was clean, y'all. Like, I was so excited. Like, it was clean. It was clean. It was red with a convertible top. I'll never forget it. But I bought it in Southern California, and I actually went to UC Davis. So it's about a 6.5 hour drive. So bought it in Anaheim, and then I had to drive it back. Well, on the way driving it back to school, it broke down.
Oh, wow.
Was right again. So my car that I had was not usable. I was sleeping in a stationary car, basically. So, yeah.
How did you get back in?
I had a bike. UC Davis is like the bike capital of California. Like, everyone rides bikes in Davis, California. So I had a beach cruiser with gears. I'll never forget it. It was pink. So that was my transportation. I was on a bike, yes, up until almost the day I had my son. When I graduated, I was riding a bike. So I was on a bike, and my mom actually came my senior year of college. She actually came and towed the car back to Southern California with all of my stuff because I had my stuff in storage. So before I graduated, she came up and drove everything back in a U-Haul and towed the car back home. And then and so. But then I had a little beater, like I had a 1980 Ford Fairmont with about 3 inches of play in the steering wheel. So that was my car for the rest of my duration of college. But for the most of it, for like about a year and a half, I slept in my Volkswagen, but it was parked in one spot and I would just sleep in that.